Hey, what's going on, everybody? Since you don't know who I am, my name is Your Friendly Gamer, and if you don't know who I am and need background information, I got 3 commentary videos on jJuvy Crim's channel, and I got 1 solo commentary that's about to hit 3,000 views, which was one of the most high-rated view video on jJuvy Crim's channel. So, you guys can, help me, but no longer because people like to watch a lot of kids getting pepper sprayed. Yeah. Like I said, before we even get started, I want to take a moment of silence for my man who passed away, Nibber12 Planet, one of the best commentators and PC players I've known. And if you don't know who that is, he's the brother of the Game360, that's DAH, Game360. You guys can check out his channel on YouTube, simple. He's got some decent gameplays. He's been inactive, but let's take that moment of silence right now.
I can't because you already signed in.
Alright guys, so you wonder why we're going to do an interview right now. Well, we did this before, and it happened on the old computer Juvy had, and he kind of had some technical issues, spilling all that, Jack Daniels, wine, whatever he drinking, bruh. But, he spilled it all over his computer, so that video got erased, and we did that video before I did the high-rated view video, my solo commentary. Go check that out and tell your friends about it so they can check it out. That'd be great. And I had a lot of questions as well, but since we're now, doing it all over, I have less questions. So, like I said, I did have a book for all these questions, and it's the best-selling book in Africa. So if you want to purchase that book, you can. If you purchase it right now, there's a special deal of, getting freshest services and an extra Big Cat Curtis at your service. Ain't that right? And the better thing about this is, we're doing an interview. An interview is better than a Q&A, because Q&A is cliche, it's been done, want to do a dual commentary and get another opinion on another guy as well, so I'm going to be the host, and if you guys are YouTubers and feel like I'm doing great, you guys can always just send me messages on Xbox, and for questions of your own, go follow me on my Twitter, because, now it's even a better thing, because you guys are now 1,500, subscribers on this channel, and before we did that, it was 600, and if you do follow me, I'll follow you back, and also leave questions for Juvy, not no random bullshit. I'm sorry for cursing, but come on, man, come on. You guys gotta stop leaving me that stuff, that spam. So follow me on my Twitter. My Twitter will be in the link in the description, and now I can introduce the nigga himself, the man who owns the channel, jJuvy Crim. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, everybody? This is jJuvy Crim, about to answer a few questions in an interview with jJuvy. So, yeah.
So, simple question is, why did you start YouTube?
Okay, so, actually, it's a pretty long story. I was gonna start YouTube in 2010, but the PVR that my mom ordered was a damaged one, so they sent it back, and we never replaced it. So I just got my PVR in the middle of MW3, so that's when I started posting. But the reason I started YouTube was because in Black Ops 1, I felt like I was a good player, and that's why I wanted to get the PVR, was because I felt I was a good player, and I felt that I was getting just as good or even better gameplays than the ones I was seeing on YouTube. So that's the first reason I wanted to get a PVR. But then in MW3, I noticed I was a way better player, and I was getting a bunch of good solo games and everything. So that's the reason, man. Shut up.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the reason. That's the main reason why I got my PVR in MW3. So yeah.
I did want to ask that question about the whole, what were you gonna do with your channel when you started out, So you're gonna start out just posting gameplays, just simple as everything else.
Well,
But and I can see, I look back at the last videos, like if you go to his first video, it's just a multi-kill. So I didn't know if you were gonna post gameplays or, just simple kill feeds, because that's what most people start out with is kill feeds. But
Well, the reason I kinda, it's like a fan in your mic, but the reason why those like multi kills in my first videos was because before I had a PVR, I would just upload from theater mode, and I would just upload like a bunch of multi kills and a bunch of clearly outplayed clips. So yeah.
Yeah. The person who influenced you in Call of Duty, and actually not in Call of Duty, but just in YouTube as well.
Yeah, okay, the person who made me want to get like a PVR and a YouTube, well, yeah, made me want to start posting gameplays on YouTube was like the Marker J, because back in MW2 days and Black Ops days, it was only like 4 or 5 gameplay people. Marker J was one, the Game 360 was one.
Definitely. That
not,
nigga, yeah.
I'm not sure if he was in MW2 when I first started watching YouTube in the middle of MW2. And back then it was only like 2 or 3 gameplay channels, so that's why the Marker J got so big back then, because he was the only person posting 100 pluses back in MW2. So he's the main reason why I started.
It was like that, man. Because for me, it was like starting out like XCal, and for me, it was XCal, Blame Truth, because they were like simple, not just only Call of Duty players. You know, they would go into Call of Duty and just put on like guns people wouldn't use and just play regular 6v6 domination. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought they were doing good.
Yeah.
And I would always watch that kind of stuff. It was just something fun. But then, I think before that, I was like, you know, just watching the Game 360 because, fucking hey, man, he's the start, man. He was the start of gun skill, and just like for commentators who are pub stompers these days, like J Nasty and Zomulus, Green Goblin, a bunch of like, I'm Absolute, a bunch of people like that. You know, just a lot. But let's get into the next question. How do you feel about YouTube and where it is right now?
Well, with the whole, well, this is kind of a big topic, but everybody's channel is turning into a support channel. And I wouldn't say that I like that, because me personally, I prefer watching a solo gameplay more than a party gameplay. Like a 200 kill solo, I would watch a 200 kill solo over a 200 kill party game.
Or 300 kill party game.
Yeah,
basically.
well, there's been no 300 kill party game. A real 300 kill party game, I'll watch that. But
we can't get into that, man.
But the way YouTube is going, like people not getting gameplays on their own or relying on people, it does make the scores look better, I have to say. But for the fun,
there's no real gun skill. There's no gun skill.
Well, there is a gun skill because like when I was running the spawns today, it was not as easy as it seemed, because your team has to be good. Everybody on your team has to do good and be good for you to do good, because when you're playing a full team of support, you could be the best player, but if your team is not good, if your team is not holding down the spawns right, then it will be a very, very bad game. So I would like for YouTube to go back into like the solo era, but usually like this is around the same time that support started coming in MW3. Like commentators didn't start running with full teams of support in MW3 until like I would say June or July of last year. So I'll say that solo era lasted about a good 6 or 7 months for Black Ops 2. Same with MW3, and I just hope it lasts for longer with the next Call of Duty Ghosts. I want to know if they're gonna have like a support type of kill streaks in there.
I think it ended around Black Ops 1, like the end of it, like the end of Black Ops 1. Then Modern Warfare 3 came along, Amp Clan decided to just post support gameplays, and then J Nasty, a bunch of other commentators risen from the bottom, and now they're getting a lot of credit for it. It's actually kind of shocking to see a bunch of channels to go that situation, because, you know, like I said with Slacky, he said other channels can just keep doing what they can do, like, you know, for people who want to make money, do what's making money for them and not change a thing, like keep running the spawn trap and keep making money. But like, here's the thing, most of Amp Clan's members are 16-year-olds still living in their mom's house, for God's sakes.
Yeah, of course.
It's like an 8 Mile movie. Every nigga's in their mom's house.
Well,
Exactly.
Because okay, for you to be a pub star or a pub stomper, you have to play the game at least a few hours a day. Like I would say on average 5 hours a day, 5 or 6 hours a day. And a grown man does not have time to do that. So even though Call of Duty is an 18 and older game, I would say 98% of the people I meet online are under 18, because people who are over 18 don't have time to play video games because they have families and jobs and everything.
Life.
Yeah.
They got life, man. They got life.
Kids have a bunch of free times. That's why you see a bunch of kid pub stars is because kids have the most time to play.
Well, it's mostly like 16-year-olds and like, you know, people under like 18 because, they're still living in their mom's house. It's like an 8 Mile movie. Like I said, it's an 8 Mile movie. Every nigga's in their house, like mom's house.
In the 8 Mile movie, it was a grown dude who was staying in his mom's house, but kids are supposed to stay in their mom's house.
Exactly. But, getting into the next question, let me see. How do people find a way to make it in YouTube? So, what do you think they're doing? Like, some people are doing trolling, and some people are doing pubs, some people are doing this and that, different things. Okay. What do you see it on Call of Duty?
Okay, wait. How to grow on Call of Duty, or how to grow on YouTube in general?
Like, how are people doing it? Like,
yes,
you know, what are say?
If you want to start on YouTube in the Call of Duty series and you want to get big fast, the number one way to get big fast is to do trolling, because Minnesota Burns is a prime example. Minnesota Burns started in the middle of in the MW3, I think, or the beginning of MW3, and I think he has 2 million subs. Wait, I'm gonna check, but back in MW3, I looked on Social Blade and he was growing at 70,000 subscribers a day. He was getting 70,000 subscribers a day for like 5 months straight. Trolling is the way to go on YouTube if you want to get blown up fast, and you can't be like a lame troll. You have to be like you have to appeal to 5-year-olds if you want to succeed in the trolling part of YouTube. So,
yeah, it's like, I've watched, one of my friend's channel, 700 subscribers, and he had, like, I'm gonna tell you a funny story, cause I told him about, like, a comment in his video, like, in the comment section saying, you know, that sounds like, you know, Q&As, and I said, yeah, I know, there's gonna be a video of me doing an interview with Juvy, but that never happened, and he said, stop, trying to, you know, get your name out there on our channel, and I'm like, I'm not getting mad at this, I'm just saying, you know, why would I need, like, trying to get fame out of your channel, because I've already hit 2,000 views, and you have 700 subscribers, but they did have 35,000 views on just a single video of trolling, which was,
it's crazy.
Yeah, so the Taco Squadron, you guys, your videos are getting big on the troll, but they were mainly basically, right now back then, they were just about the pubs, you know, play simple, get a nice game. Alright, now to the next question. Who's a good, like, YouTuber and a bad YouTuber? Like, personality-wise.
I don't want to call any names on anybody who's bad.
Personality-wise.
But who's good? I would say, well, somebody whose videos I enjoy. It's like J Nasty or Enviness. Like, I enjoy high kill gameplays. Like, when I come on YouTube, that's a majority of the videos I watch are just a bunch of high kill gameplays. I don't care if it's commentary or music or not. I just like seeing a bunch of kills.
I'm talking about more like their personality, you know, like the personality. Say for instance, I
would say
YouTubers like do the same thing, but like you enjoy like people who do this, like people who just post constantly, people who are more supportive to their fans, basically like that. What YouTuber do you enjoy watching like that?
I like people who post more consistently, but one of my favorite commentators and the person I think with the best personality is probably a dude called A Fun Dad. His videos are pretty cool.
Fun Dad lead me to Amp, and Amp reminded me of how we stomped on Amp Magician because he left on the Mono for 3 lobby. Ain't that a bitch? And his whole support team just left as well. So
his team must have sucked.
Yep. No, they were throwing up vests and UAVs. So me, Slacky, and Fresh, we had to get there, you know, buckle down, put on our crew pants. I know I need a belt to keep them up. You know, they're big on my waist. I already know. This nigga gonna get mad. I know that. But for the bad YouTubers, bad like personality, like people who don't even talk to their fans.
I don't want to call anybody's names in a video.
You don't need to do
Call
names.
who's bad.
Personality, like what they do.
Well, a person who's bad on YouTube is a person who doesn't reply to any comments, a person who doesn't reply to any messages on Xbox or nothing, and a person who doesn't do what their fans want. That's a person who I think is bad on YouTube.
Yeah, it's true because like you know, it's like I'm still saying, man, you can't comment on the section. If you guys want all your questions, come to my Twitter. I'll give them out to this video, and make sure also before I leave, the Twitter questions you guys can leave me is personal life because you can check back on this video and see what questions I've already done. You guys can next time I want to do questions about Juvy's life. If you guys want to do that, that'd be great. Also for the next question, who do you see is coming up an uprising YouTuber right now? I see a nigga like sensationalize. I don't know if I'm like saying his name right. Sensationalize or something like that. Oh, and I'm American Nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem to know who's coming up, upcoming rising YouTuber. So who do you see right now is coming up from the game?
I don't see gameplay channels getting too high because YouTube, Black Ops 2, ever since Black Ops 2, YouTube has kind of been dying. Like,
who's an uprising YouTuber, man? Who's
uprising
who's like
during
coming
Black
up?
Ops 2? Hopefully some start and Call of Duty Ghosts. Hopefully that's a fun game to watch. But somebody who I know a channel I know who's growing big is the Amp Clan channel. That's probably the only channel I know that's growing pretty fast for Black Ops 2.
Well, a nigga named jJuvy Crim also gave me the idea to watch this guy named I'm American Nuke. He's uprising himself. I won't lie, man. You gotta give him. He started like you, and he kind of reminds me of you. Just two niggas posing. Simple. So that is all the questions. So if you guys want all your questions, just come on to my Twitter. My Twitter will still be on the link in the description. So make sure you guys follow me. And if you do follow me, I'll follow you back. Leave the questions, no random questions. Random questions are not going to be allowed. I'll make sure your names will be in the question, like in this next interview with Juvy, and they have to be personal life questions because we already done the whole Call of Duty and YouTube scene questions. So let's leave them to the live questions. If you guys got any questions, no stupid questions like what's Juvy's favorite color, and if he says red, it's red. And don't bother sending the questions to the comment sections because I'm making sure this nigga doesn't reply to you. Like, not like a bad thing. I'm just saying, you know, I want your question to go to my Twitter. That is simple. I will get them to this video. I won't hurt your feelings, bro. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, bro. I'm just saying. Also, I hope Juvy can edit this video a lot because we did mess up of the audio. Some random interference in the back. But also, make sure, Juvy, you put my Oprah Winfrey music in the intro before we start all this. Hopefully you don't get copyrighted for that shit. So Oprah Winfrey music. So, yep, my name is Your Friendly Gamer, and if you guys want invites, and also thank you, I want to give a shout out to 50 Cent. Thank you for liking my video.
Guys.
Thank
Peace.
you. And, yeah. Bruh! Hey, bruh!